station of the Rapier 25. And here there is Silvano Capuzzo that can explain us about the ground station Rapier 25. Only one moment. Silvano, we are here.
Hello, mi sentite?
Sì, sì, prego Silvano, puoi andare,
Ok.
grazie.
Mi vedete anche?
Non ancora.
No, non vedo. No.
Ecco, ora sì, benissimo.
Okay. I'm here with Colonel Giuseppe Urbano, Chief of the Center of Excellence of Amendola. We are preparing the mission of the Rapier 25 for a long endurance surveillance that will start in a few minutes. We have to restart the takeoff, and in this way, Chief Urbano will present the system and how we will conduct the mission.
Thank you. Good morning to you all, and greetings to all civilian and military authorities. I am Colonel Giuseppe Urbano. I'm the director of the HARPAS Center of Excellence in Amendola Air Force Base. The HARPAS COE, it is an Italian Air Force entity with joint value. And as a Center of Excellence, we had the commitment of the operational test and evaluating of the system Rapier X25, which is a drone of 24.99 max takeoff weight, built by Sky Eye System. And this drone, it is a drone capable to climb up to 10,000 feet with an endurance of about 10 hours. It is mainly for the purpose of ISR operations, so intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance operations. Here we have the command and control station, inside which we have the ground control station of the Rapier X25. On top of the van, you can come with me, cameraman. Camera. He's going by himself. But if you come with me, I will show you the van. This van contains the ground control station. On top of the van, we can see the antenna. This antenna is a omnidirectional antenna. It is for controlling the UAV in flight. Okay, and on the backstage, we have the other antenna, which ensure the link with the ramp, with the catapult. And the catapult is located basically about 200 meters from here north. And the catapult does have it right now, the airplane on top of it. And we are about basically to take off. On the other side, I will show you the generator, which ensure the power of this station. This means that we can operate also in isolated territories, because we don't need electrical power from outside, because we have our own electrical power by generator. So we can operate by ourselves, as well as for the ramp.
What kind of mission can you perform?
Okay, for today we are going to take off, and we're going to move toward southwest, toward the Romeo 315, Romeo 316, and Romeo 317. These three areas have been with NOTAM segregated, so we fly inside these areas by ourselves in order to ensure separation with other airplane, either manned or unmanned. The kind of mission that we are going to perform are basically ISR mission. So we're going to have a look during the mission, afterwards, after the takeoff. We're going to have some look to a target, okay, to a search and rescue operation, this kind of operations. The altitude that we will fly is between block 3 to 5,000 feet, and if we need to climb more in order to ensure the link, because the aircraft is linked to the station in line of sight. So we must have line of sight. So we may need to climb higher in order to ensure line of sight. But the best altitude block, in order to have the better performance of the sensor of the payload, is between 3 and 5,000 feet. So what we're gonna do is, since we never flew in these areas, so we don't know if the link will be ensured. We will take off. We stay low, okay, initially, and we will climb, okay, ensuring safety of flight. And meantime, we will see if we can have link. And if we lost link, the aircraft it will come back, and we will regain link. And if we don't lose link, we will go forward. So we will push, the altitude. We will push the range, okay, based on the link. If we have the link, if we can ensure the link, because as I told before, we are doing, an operational test and evaluation of the system. So, we are checking the system, if it is work, in the proper way. So we need, to test sometimes, when we are in flight. Of course, ensuring safety of flight always. Okay, how having, our safety rating point that we have established, around the territory. These safety rating point are points where the density of population is basically 0. Okay, so should the aircraft go, over these points, okay, for lost link, okay, they will basically land in this point, okay, if we don't gain link anymore. Otherwise, if we keep link, we will keep the flight, okay, and we will land about around 15 o'clock, okay, and let's see what point, because we had a problem inside the ground control station. We had to reset all the system. There was a lost link with the plane. So for this lost link, we had to reset the system. So now they are processing this reset. Let's have a look and check at what point we are. Okay, I'm gonna ask to the pilot if we gain back the link with the UAV. Artigiano, abbiamo il link? Okay, so what time do you estimate the takeoff?
We're almost ready. DB check performing.
Okay. Okay, we are. Did you start up the engine? So the engine is start up. Okay. So at this point, the engine has been started up. Okay. So after the engine has been started up, it's gonna take 5 minutes about for takeoff. So takeoff will be soon. Okay. What they are doing now, I will just move in order to not bother them. What they are doing now is processing the checklist for the startup and for the takeoff. We already started up, so now we are moving forward, to prepare for the launcher, for the launch. The launch, as we said, is located 200 meters north from this position, and we're gonna see the launch by a camera, right? Okay, and I think we're gonna have the launch in a few minutes. Let's have a check again. Michele? Il lancio quando lo comandate?
Before lunch checklist.
Okay, so we are performing the before lunch checklist, so we are about to launch, which is good. Okay. Okay. Okay, I need the Vincenzo. I need the clearance for takeoff. We are clear. Okay, we are clear for takeoff. They are processing the checklist, okay, in order to ensure that all points are met. Sì, sì. Okay, few steps, and we will take off.
Okay.
They are enabling the launch, and in a few steps we will be able to take off, and we can keep in this position, and we will see the takeoff live. I hope you are able to see in this moment the ramp with the aircraft on it, and hopefully in a few seconds we will see the takeoff.
Remove Lancer safety pin.
Okay, they are removing the pin, the safety pin. The takeoff is controlled by the ground control station, by the pilot. The pilot will enable the launch, and the operator that is close to the ramp, he will command the launch. But the pilot is the guy, okay, that is enabling the launch. Okay, so we are seeing the launch. So at this point, the Rapier X-25 is airborne, and it is going to fly up to 2,500 feet above the safety return point, which is located around this position where it is now. It is basically north of the runway, above the runway. So what it's gonna do is a spiral. It's gonna do 360 flight, climbing, ensuring safety for flight. So it's gaining altitude, and when you reach a certain altitude, we're gonna move toward the operational area. So we will leave the ATZ of Grottaglia when we reach 2,500 feet. So now we just are climbing. What we are doing now inside the ground control station, they are proceeding to the after takeoff checklist, which include turning on the pod, the payload, because as you saw in the movie that you are watching, the payload was off during the takeoff. So I believe at this point it should be already on, and so now we are able to see what the payload is able to see. And we can have a look inside. We can ensure this view inside. Let's see. Hai acceso il payload? Okay, so the payload has not been started yet. So we can have. Michele, accendi il payload? Okay. So they are doing the checklist, and we will see the payload when it's starting on top of the display. We're gonna see the stream video, the video streaming, on top of the display. Now it's off, so we basically we know that the sensor is off. So what they are doing now is ensuring all the setup is set. For the flight, for the navigation. So they are fixing first the navigation, and after that the sensor will take care about the sensor operator. He will take care about the payload. Inside here, I didn't say before, on the left hand side you have the pilot, and the right hand side you have the sensor operator. So you can take them.
We are reaching the altitude to perform the carry mission. Yeah.
I don't see anymore the airplane, but it's somewhere above the field. Because of course climbing it becomes smaller. This is difficult to see. It should be above the field. I need to see inside where it is. Okay. Okay, maybe. We are about to start the payload. The aircraft has a nose camera, and a payload camera, so we can have the view of the airplane and the view underneath.
Okay, we can now perform the mission as planned. We will probably land at 3 hours, more and less.
The payload is on now. So
Okay, the payload is on and the mission can continue as planned. We will present some phases of the mission during the event and we will again have for the landing we will be here again. We are close now. Can you restart with the